y'all? Welcome to the next episode of Our Opinion Sucks, one we haven't done in a month or so. This is Cuatro!
Episode 4, Part 2.
Part 2, because Part 1 sucked. And you'll never see it because we deleted it. I am your loving host, Gorespawn. This is...
That dickhead Dante.
And we are here to bring you more nonsense of Our Opinion Sucks. Today, since we haven't done it in a while, we're going to do a lot more music focused. We're going to do a lot less bullshitting around. Just kind of knock out some of the new music that's been going around lately, which we haven't done in a month. So quite a lot of new stuff has gone on. Not going to get to every band, obviously, but we got a good chunk that we're going to get to. So before then, let's just start off with the typical rants and raves. What do you got? Oh, by the way, before that, you're listening to Drunk Rock Kill on Command, and today's episode is brought to you by The Devil's Armpit. Brewed out of Chattanooga, Tennessee by your Heaven and Ale Brewing Company. We've never ever tried this beer before, so I suggest you watch his face.
I'm probably not going to like it.
I know I'm going to like it. Ooh, that's okay.
My armpit smells better, so this is not Devil's Armpit.
Oh yeah, definitely watch his face.
You know what this needs?
More cowbell?
Even more little tiny baby Jesus.
Didn't get the facial reaction we wanted from him. It's not as bitter or as powerful as I thought it was going to be.
You want to know why? Because it's got this goddamn flaming hop symbol right here. I'm not a hoppy guy.
And it's a double IPA. Me, I like your real stout, heavy, thick IPAs. Every now and then I can...
There it is. There it was.
So anyways, what's on your mind this week, Dante?
Oh, what's on my mind?
What's on your mind?
Oh, well, how about all you cats and kittens out there? And,
You ain't dead straight.
Just gonna go out there, got my stimulus check, I got me a couple tigers, I turned him gay with some meth, I've had
Happens to the worst of us.
I've had lots of balls on my face, and they enjoyed it.
I told his mama too. And she got excited, it was weird.
If you don't know what that's from, then you've been living pretty well during this fucking COVID crisis shit. That's Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
Probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So
worst or like so bad it's good. I don't know.
Fucking terrible. I've lost so many brain cells.
I'll be honest, I was kind of not sober watching it, so.
Well, if it lets you have any mind, last time you saw me I was without the beard and I had poofy hair. So it drove me so insane that I pulled all the hair down and it got rid of here and went all here.
Turned him slightly gay too, but we're working on that.
Me loves the dick.
Love it. Me, I've been on a Joe Hill kick lately. Of course, I just finished watching that In the Tall Grass. In the process of watching Lock and Key, which is really fucking good, surprising me. And then I'm reading his book, Full Throttle. Finished off Paradise PD. Finally finished off Game of Thrones.
Speaking of, how bad do you hate that last season?
I can't say I absolutely hate it. It wasn't as a powerful climactic finish as I would have liked. It definitely kind of answered the stuff that you wanted answered in the beginning, but then the new stuff that came out, the more recent stuff, you're just kind of like, all right, what's going on next?
Arya naked.
Yeah, she finally gets some.
She did. She
Um,
got all that, dude.
So I'm kind of I'm looking forward to the prequels that they got ready to make about the Targaryens or the Lannisters. Targaryens.
The Targaryen push west. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No. No, it's east. No, it is west because it's Westeros, dumbass.
I'm looking forward to it. That's pretty much it for what we've been watching. We want to go to video games first, because that might be a little shorter than the one after that.
We could go to video games. New releases that came out while y'all were, sitting on your asses with your thumbs up. Fucking the Resident Evil 3 remake. Badass. It's completely different, so don't go into it thinking it's just like the original because it's nowhere near.
God, that intro is insane.
Dude, I'm telling you.
It starts off with a punch to the dick. Like,
it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, be ready. Be ready.
And for all you real cool cats and motherfucking kittens, the Final Fantasy VII remake, I'm just gonna stop right there because there's nothing I can say about it that's bad. There's nothing. If you go into it thinking it's like the original, you're fucking wrong. Nothing like the original. It's got its moments, but there's so much fucking mind twist that you're gonna be blown away. Graphically, story, everything about it. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. Best game to come out since fucking ever. Cheers.
And for all you Rainbow Warriors, before that was Doom Eternal, which those of you who know me, maybe like 1.5 of you out of the 3 that's watching this, know I'm a huge...
You got a midget watching?
Yeah, I know, right? It's awesome.
Yeah.
We love you, dude. It's probably Matt too. I'm a huge Doom fan. I have been since I was a kid. It's pretty much the only game I religiously play. And Doom Eternal's not let me down yet. If you're a fan of 2016, it's like that, but on steroids. If you play it on a normal setting, you're gonna die. We kind of chopped it down to the easier setting, but I kind of want to go back up to the harder setting because it's a lot more challenging, but there's a lot more cooler stuff that you can do in there. And I think it's a great fit along with the Doom series, and it's exactly what you would expect from a Doom, with it constantly just getting better and better and adding and progressing more each game. Plus the graphics are out of this fucking world.
Watch the fucking Tiger King before you do it, because these fucking flying orb testicle looking things, they love balls in the mouth. And after watching Tiger King, I'm pretty good at putting balls in mouth.
Cacodemons, yeah.
Yeah, the Keiko.
The Keikos, they love swallowing balls. Okay, so that was just the video games. It's a short one. There'll probably be more coming out soon, but that's short. Stimulus checks are in. People are getting them. If you haven't gotten them, you'll probably get them Wednesday, which is the 29th.
Wednesday is the 29th.
So you'll probably get them then if you haven't already got them. And if you're not getting them then, it's because you're getting it mailed to you. And if you haven't done a tax return in the last 2 years, get your ass over to the IRS website and do the non-filers payment info and get all that in there so you can get your $1,200 to go buy blow-up dolls with.
Fuck yeah. On a serious note though, make sure you do the direct deposit, because the United States Postal Service is posted, and you can fucking Google look it yourself, but they're possibly going to shut down.
Yeah.
Don't know how long, but make sure you do the direct deposit. Regardless of if you need $1,200 or not, it's still the government saying, hey, here's a little something. You might think, oh, $1,200 ain't going to get me fucking by, but...
Plus $500 a kid.
But guess what? It's $1,200 fucking dollars that you get for free. It's not a fucking loan. It's not a grant. Well, I guess it'd be considered a grant because you don't have to pay a grant back, but... It's not an advance on your taxes, what people say. Just get out there, get that $1,200, fucking make your wife happy, make your kids happy, make yourself happy.
Do something to break this monotony of the quarantine that may be driving you insane. A lot of people aren't used to this. The only people that are really used to this is military and felons. So, we're cool. But for those of you that aren't, find something to do with it. Whether it's buy a new video game, buy a new guitar, something. It's $1,200, or just get fat and stock your food up.
Make sure your bills are paid.
Yeah, definitely make sure your bills are paid. Don't get this loan, mortgage, lease, whatever things they're breaking on. Don't take that for granted. Always be careful. Always have a plan B. But you're an adult. You fucking know that. Speaking of adults, the NFL draft. You can't see my hands. I don't have any hands. A lot of things went down in the NFL draft.
Obviously, Joe Burrow went number one.
Burrow went number one.
Dunked it.
We knew that was going to happen. He went to the Bengals. Chase Young, an amazing edge rusher from Ohio State, went to Washington, which Washington also picked up an undrafted agent, Thaddeus Moss from LSU, the tight end from LSU. Does that name sound familiar? Well, it should. That's Randy Moss's kid. And he is very good. I watched him all season last season. I have no idea why he went undrafted, but he's great. I still think the biggest screw job of the draft was Jake Fromm going in the 5th round.
5th round of fucking Buffalo.
Yeah, that
Not
didn't even
a Fromm
run.
fan, but even still, I was wanting him to go to the Patriots. That's to me where he fit in.
I think so too. I think he would have been great in Patriots. Patriots need a quarterback. And given time, let Fromm build up his arm strength in the NFL. He's got the offensive line to do it there in New England, so why not? Then, what else?
Oh, Tua to Miami for all you Alabama fucking fans out there.
Tua went to Miami. I'm not impressed, but Miami's gonna be pretty good this year. They've done a lot of stocking up and beefing up. We talked about this earlier. I agree. They're probably not gonna be a playoff team, but they're gonna win more than 3 or 4 wins.
Speaking of you Bama fans / turned into Oklahoma fans, Jalen Hurts got the fuck too. Went to Philly.
Yeah, went to Philly. A phenomenal quarterback like him deserves a starting job. Now he's gonna be a backup to Wentz. I don't like this.
I'm not a fan of fucking Alabama, but that motherfucker is the next Vic. I don't care what you say, because it's my opinion.
And some of the other non-drafts that we have here, the biggest fucking what the fuck moment for the NFL was DeAndre Hopkins to Arizona. What the hell? I mean, yay, Arizona, you got it. But Houston, you really screwed yourself.
That's what happens when you watch Tiger King.
Hurst and Todd Gurley went to Atlanta, so hooray for Atlanta. That's a good pick for you. Calais Campbell from Jacksonville went to Baltimore. Undrafted pick for Baltimore is Rick Steiner's son. For all you wrestling fans out there, which I am, Rick Steiner's son is now the backup running back for Baltimore Ravens, and he's just as big as his uncle. That's Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Bridgewater's going to get his starting job in Carolina. We have no idea what's going on with Cam Newton yet. Only time will tell. With Tom Brady going down to Tampa Bay, that means Jameis Winston is pretty much a Saint now, which begs to the question, who is going to be behind Tom Brady? We'll find out. Stephon
They
Diggs.
still got Fitz Love down there.
Stephon Diggs went to the Bills. It's going to be a great addition to their wide receiver. Maybe their quarterback can actually act like he's got something now. Nick Foles and Teddy Graham went to the Bears. Or Nick Foles and what's his name? It's not Teddy Graham, is it? It's Jimmy Graham. Yeah, Jimmy Graham. That's going to be a great quarterback tight end combo for the Bears. So watch out for the Bears in the NFC North this year. Let's see here. The Browns got Conklin, which is going to help them out. They also beefed up their offensive line in the draft.
You're
and they also
welcome,
got
Cleveland.
Case Keenum.
But we got a bigger offensive line for it, so I'm okay with that.
And we got Cleveland also got Case Keenum, which, so what? But he'll be a viable quarterback if Baker Mayfield goes down. Jason Witten went to Vegas. Mariota went to Vegas. Titans re-signed Tannehill. And of course, they're doing a lot of throwback uniforms. The Browns changed theirs up a little bit, which it's not much of a change. Atlanta changed theirs up, which looks like FUBU jerseys from the 90s.
I think it looks pretty good.
It's not bad.
I think it looks pretty good.
It's not bad at all.
Patriots changed it up because they had to do something to change up because fucking Tom Brady left.
And I think it looks a lot like the Bills uniforms. Just being honest. I think that's pretty much covering it, but I'm definitely looking to Washington to do something dangerous, adding Chase Young on defense and Moss on offense. Now, if they can get a quarterback, that'll be another team to watch out for. The one team that's probably not going to change at all, the Jets. They're probably going to suck again this year.
It's the Jets.
Man, I know Detroit's trying to build up too, but sorry, Detroit. This is not going to be your year. You're in the NFC North. You got too many other teams that are going to crush you. which Packers drafting a quarterback.
Yeah, that
Aaron Rodgers is
that
not happy.
hurt me, and I'm not a fucking Packers fan.
Rodgers is not happy.
That really hurt me. In the first round. They traded up for the son of a bitch.
Yeah, so you know Rodgers is going, what the fuck? Highest paid quarterback. But, you know, put somebody behind him and learn. That way they can have somebody kind of to go past Rodgers. Which, you know, Rodgers, they did that for you, buddy. So, remember when you started? Who were you behind? Okay then. Do that for this kid.
Same with fucking Brady. Who was he behind? Two of the best quarterbacks in the fucking NFL ever were behind two of the other greatest quarterbacks in the NFL. So
A little better, 7.9%. A little more stop potent than I would like. I'll be able to talk eventually.
it's fine.
Okay, what else?
Tiger King.
Goddamn Carol Baskins.
Fucking Carol Baskins. She
Carol
ruined all 31 flavors of fucking Baskins ice cream.
She did. Now they all taste like sardine oil and tiger puss.
That was good.
I like it. All right, what do we got next on here? Are we going straight to our bands, or what do we have? Because I'm trying to save the bands for last, because we're gonna kind of do like a rapid fire almost on the bands. Some of the bands we're gonna spend a little more time on. Other bands have only released one song, then we're gonna be like, and then go from there.
I mean, the biggest thing is, you know, COVID's still an issue, guys. Fucking be careful, be safe.
When they open up everything, don't go rushing to the streets, you morons. Remember what happened so many years ago when that pandemic came out and they opened up San Francisco, everybody went out on the streets, and guess what happened 2 weeks later? Everybody fucking died.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not really worried about it, but you should think of others first.
Exactly.
Social distancing is probably going to be ongoing for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
That is coming from some kind of Harvard study. So just be wary of when you go out. Fucking be respectful. Don't be a dickbag. Fucking.
When they open everything up, please don't go rushing out to throw parties of 500 people in one tiny room. Please don't go doing that. Just be smart about it. Like when it clears up, we're probably not going to rush out anywhere, but give it a couple weeks, you know, once concerts start going back up. And sure, why not? We may go to a friend's house here and there, but I have absolutely no intentions on partying. I have no intentions on going to bars. I have no intention on doing anything but working, coming home, and maybe once in a while going to the girl's house. That's about it. What else we got?
I mean, other than my rants about shitty kids and their shitty cars, apparently it's a big thing in Georgia right now, people doing triple digits, but it takes them fucking a year to get to triple digits because they're in their shitty cars, you know. Hell, what was it the other day? The other day we were in Mexico and I fucking raced a little dick bag in a fucking twin turbo G37, and I'm naturally aspirated V8. You've seen it in a video. What was
First video.
Yeah, what was it? 6-7 car lengths off the line. It was a dig race. I shouldn't have won. But I did. I mean, he was boosting fucking air. But that's size point. That's a gearhead.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, I even said I'm fucked. But
well, we had another guy who pulled up to us and raced, and he was like, "What are you pushing under there?"
Again, we're in Mexico.
And he was like, because he's like, "I got 400. What are you pushing up in there?" And he's like, "Well, 500." And he's like, "Oh," and the guy's first response is, "Oh, I'm fucked." We were on a roll. We did a roll and start, and he won line.
Oh, he was fucked.
But to be fair, the dude did have a good car. He had a little bit of room to talk, and he wasn't an asshole about it. He was actually really fucking cool about it. So if that guy ever watches this video, you're cool. You probably will never see this in your life, but you're cool. Thank you for being respectful and having a good race.
Hell yeah. Fucking another thing, it started raining so hard that I had my windshield wipers on full blast, and we're on the fucking highway rolling 80.
Oh my god.
And there's a fucking dickbag behind me with no headlights on, period. I can barely see the fucking road with full blast windshield wipers. But you know what the cops did? Because there's totally a fucking cop on the side of the road. He did nothing. So, Georgia PD, if you watch this, you guys suck. Because you're pulling over the wrong fucking people.
And after we just got done talking about street racing, they're probably going to start pulling us over.
Well, that's fine. They can try me because we were in Mexico, so they'd have to go out of their jurisdiction. Next is the all infamous fucking turning signal. If you're gonna fucking turn, pretty sure federal law, actually I know it's federal law, 300 feet before you fucking stop. I don't have the best brakes, especially when I'm racing in Mexico, so, just saying.
Just use the damn blanky, please. You're gonna save a lot of accidents.
Literally the time it takes me to go. You're driving like this, or you're driving like this. It's fucking.
I'm driving like this.
It's fucking. That motion, easy, or fucking.
Let's just advocate this, guys, and I can personally vouch for this from experience. Because I was a fuck up as well, as most of you know. Pay attention to the damn road. People will get hurt from you not paying attention to the road. People will get hurt, and if you don't pay attention to the road and people get hurt, you will go to prison. Living proof, okay? So please, pay attention to the road. Alright, save a life, look twice, do all that fun stuff. Use your turn signal, proper braking, seatbelts, all that. Put your damn phone down. Alright, be safe. Okay, now, are we ready?
The moment we've all been waiting for, you cats and kittens.
Woo-hoo. Music. Lots of new shit has come out since the last month, and we've got about a list of 20 or so bands, about 25 or so bands here that we're going to knock out. We're going to get one by one here that I have on the list, and they're in no particular order. So we're just going to start.
No particular order, no particular genre.
No.
They span what? Anywhere from fucking metalcore to fucking hard rock to
thrash, brutal death,
yeah.
some slam, some Christian, all kind of stuff. Some down tempo covers. We got it all, even some real shitty stuff. So
yeah, some real shitty stuff.
We figured that we can't.
Mushroom Head. Oh shit! Sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry. I'm allergic to this shit.
I lost my train of thought on that one. So we're going to start off with something that I personally like. I've been a good friend of this man's for a long time. Party with him many times, hang out with him all the time, love the man to death. I'm speaking, of course, about the one-man wrecking machine, Putrid. Just released a new track, coming off of a new album soon. The new album should be released any time now. There's no real date for it, but it's going to come out soon. I expect it to be out within the next month. He's got one track out on YouTube and on his page. Go check it out. I really like it because Sean, which is Putrid Pal's real name, every album he pushes himself. Whether it's he's going to try something new vocally, or he's going to do something different with the drums, or he's going to get a little more technical on his guitar. He always does something more to advance his sound. He never stays stagnant. He keeps improving himself as a musical artist, and that's what I really respect about Putrid. It's fantastic. It's still Putrid. It's still that same brutality that you love, but it's just better.
I agree.
Okay. Next,
I've got nothing good or bad to say. I'm not a huge.
I'm the brutal death guy.
Putrid, but when I do hear them, I mean, I've got nothing bad to say. It's always good. It's always different.
If you don't know who Putrid is, start with Food for the Maggots. Go from there. Once you hear Food for the Maggots, you're hooked. Next one, buddies of mine out of Rochester, New York. I've known Cody for quite a while now.
Fucking New Yorkers, man.
I've booked him on a show or two, played a few shows with him. Played Vegas Death Fest with him a few years back when I was on tour with Created to Kill. His new project is Sonic Seepage. Just released a single not too far ago. I can't recall what record label they're going to be put out on, but I will say this. If you know Cody's work from Go Magat, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Cody, please correct me if I am. Not. But if you like Go Magat, this is the stuff you're really gonna like. The Sonic Seepage, okay? You're really gonna like it. It's a little more slammy, production's a little better end, I think, too. But if you're a fan of Gomagot, you're going to be a fan of the Silent Seepage. If you're a fan of the Brutal Death Slam, you're going to be a fan of the Silent Seepage. Check them out. Next one that he knows nothing about, but I know a lot about, is Chlamydia Jizz. I believe that is Chris Durr, aka Bill Nye the Nazi Spy. He's got a new track out called Keep It Warm Around the Crack Pipe. It's porno grind, what do you expect? But this song is just mind-blowingly, crushingly heavy. Everything about this song, just the minute it starts, it literally just punches you in the face and it doesn't stop. Imagine just getting hit in the face for a minute and a half by Mike Tyson in his prime, and that's the new Chlamydia Jizz song. If you like pitch-shifted vocals, you like great production, Chlamydia Jizz is the new shit. He really outdid himself this time. I think it's some of the best work he's ever done. It's getting super awesome raves with everybody in the underground, especially in the PG fan world. Check it out. New Standard Elite did something really awesome. They put all their stuff out for free during this coronavirus lockdown for a while, along with Reality Fade Records. They did too. But New Standard Elite went above and beyond doing that, and they released the Molested Divinity album. What was it? A week or two early. And Molested Divinity, again, it was a free download on Bandcamp. Don't know if it is or not, but it's got members of Cenotaph and Decimation on it. They're from Turkey, and I think it's a perfect brutal death metal album. Honestly, the bass sounds amazing on it, and a lot of people are going to kick me for this, but the bass sounds a lot like, Paul Gray's bass on the first Slipknot album. Obviously, it's more technical and well placed, but just the sound of it is really good. It sticks out. You hear it. It fits well with the music. The vocals are great. I've listened to the album a few times, and it's on constant rotation. I know you've heard it a couple times. You got any thoughts on it?
I mean, again, that's not something I listen to all the time, so I can't really say anything good or anything bad.
I mean, if you heard the Molested Divinity on there, would you skip the track?
No.
Okay. That's good enough for me. Like I said, he's more of the brutal deathcore guy. I'm more of your underground groovy gore grind, slam, brutal death, the ultra guttural stuff. Now, remember when I told you we're going to have a couple bands that on this list that we're just going to have like that quick and then move on? Here's one, August Burn Red. It sucks. Don't listen to it. Okay, As I Lay Dying, the new song.
Oh, shit. I got some of that fucking stank in my mouth.
Like you got some of that August Burn Red in you?
Oh, God. So, obviously everyone knows that, As I Lay Dying is already came back with, a hard-charging metalcore album. And that came out 2 years ago.
Metalcore?
Metalcore.
There you go.
Metalcore.
Coining it.
But anyways, this new one, it's kind of like their late work in before Tim went to fucking prison. It's not bad. It's definitely better than that August Burns Red and the fucking Mushroom Head that I hate to fucking say. But yeah, I mean it's.
There's one band on this list I haven't written down that he doesn't know about yet, but we're gonna talk about.
It's fucking trash, but I mean it's not trash, but it is. Same time.
It's no My Own Grave. It's definitely no There's Nothing Left. But if you're a fan of As I Lay Dying, you're gonna listen to it. You'll like it. It's not gonna be your favorite song, but it's gonna be all right. Klezma, they came out with a new album as well, Mental. I believe that one is on Reality Fade. I like it because Klezma does something a little different than what most bands in their genre do. Klezma, they throw everything. I mean, literally everything is in this album. You have your tupa tupa gore grinds. You've got your slam. You've got your brutal death. They are all over the spectrum. Like literally almost every song is something different, but you don't want to skip any of it because it's actually pretty damn good. Klezma comes at you with what you expect from them, their full force brutal death style, and then in the song they'll change it up. And me being a fan of the groovy gore grind, they have a lot of those influences in there, and I'm like, it's pretty damn cool. They got the psychedelic artwork. I'm not too big of a fan of all the, I don't want to call it astrological style things, but it's kind of what you're getting with them. But if you're a fan of brutal death metal and slam, and you're kind of looking for something out of the norm to kind of keep it interesting for you, Kleisma's the way to go. They're going to keep it interesting for you, and it's not boring by any means at all. So I recommend checking it out.
You know what else ain't fucking boring? That new Abysmal Dawn.
Yep, that's down the list too.
That is tech death at probably the best, in my opinion, this year anyway.
Abysmal Dawn, I mean, I saw them live years ago, opening up for Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, and Cryptopsy, which Cryptopsy slaughtered the show. And Abysmal Dawn, I don't know what it was, but I was just like, I wasn't impressed. But then I go back and rewatch the videos. Like just recently, I've gone back and watched the videos that I recorded, and I'm like, man, why did I not like this? This is actually pretty damn good. Abysmal Dawn, they mix their perfect style of technical death metal, and they've got some real juicy crunches in there too. You know, they get real beefy as well in there. The Abysmal Dawn, for you Abysmal Dawn fans, you already know what to expect. For you tech death fans, this is going to be another great album for you. It's not your mathematical death, but you know, if you're a Cannibal Corpse fan and you're looking for something a little edgier, Abysmal Dawn's the way to go, for sure. Cordyceps, they came out with something new too. I can't really go too much into detail about it. I've heard it a couple times, not enough to form an opinion about it. But the Cordyceps it's Cordyceps. It's good stuff. Check them out.
I don't know, let's fucking, since we're in the world of slam, let's talk about fucking Crocodile and Litterbox Massacre.
That's down the list.
Yeah, well, we can't get to everybody.
Well, we're gonna get to everybody because we have, like, we're working on it. But since you already mentioned it, I got a perfect match for you. Your ass in my face. I mean, my face, your ass, what's up?
These look weird. Mic check, 1, 2.
Yeah. Got my guns and ammo. My auto trader. Better have my auto trader. Crocodile's for real though. Or it's either Crocodile or Crocodile. Don't know how. I think it's Crocodile.
I'm going with Crocodile. I'm gonna play a pedophile, but
yeah, I'm going with Crocodile. It's really good. It is just like you hear the Joe Dirt intro and you're sold right off the bat, and then it just comes in and starts slamming your brains out with some amazing brutal deathcore and extremely guttural brutal deathcore, and I was hooked. I mean, I probably would have liked it anyway just because of the Joe Dirt intro, but Crocodile, I've been kind of promoting them a little bit too. You know, saying, hey, if you guys haven't heard these dudes, check them out. I think you're really going to like them. Litterbox Massacre. I mean, Kitty Slam. Kitty Slam. Do you really need me to say anything more?
I discovered them by accident. So if you're watching this and you've known about them for a while, I'm sorry. I just found them, so I showed it to him.
Yeah, and I just found them too. And kind of, if you got any opinions on, if you guys got any opinions on any of these bands we're talking about that we just tell you flat out we don't know about, man, hook us up. Let us know more about them. Even bands that we're open to disagreements. This is all just our opinion. We need your opinion too. All three of you that watch this. So.
No. You said 2.5 or 3.5. So the little midget 2. I want you to stand up and fucking talk to us.
Exactly. You know, your opinion matters. You matter, all right? You fucking matter. You're our little homie. Probably shouldn't have said that.
He's our homie.
You're our homie. So I'm gonna cross that off because look, And I had those both checkmarked, meaning, and there's certain bands on here I have checkmarked, and if I got a checkmark by them, it means, god damn it, it's good, and we really want you to check it out. So Crocodile and Litterbox Massacre, if you haven't heard of those guys, get on it. We got Cordyceps. Vader dropped something tasty out.
That's surprising.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Vader, there's a lot of Vader fans out there. They've been around forever. But the new Vader is really, really good. It's right up the alley. Perfect style. Who also came out with a stellar single, which I've never been a fan of. But they came out with this single, and I'm like, oh my god, this is great. Fit for an Autopsy.
Oh, God, you just got my dick hard.
Mm-hmm. We'll take care of that later.
God damn, that's so good. Fear Tomorrow. That is...
God damn, that song is so fucking good!
There's only 3
Gangs!
Well, 2 songs before this from Fit for an Autopsy that got me hard as a fucking rock. And I don't care if you fucking want to know that or not, but that was fucking, Hydra and, oh shit. Now I'm looking like a real fucking idiot. Absolute Hope, minutes. Absolute Hell. This one right here is those 2 on fucking steroids. Like, it starts off in your face, and it's in your face the entire fucking song.
Doesn't let up. Like I said,
shit,
I'm not a Fit for an Autopsy fan. I heard this song, and...
That is the best of deathcore this year, by far.
We're going to just do a quick rundown real fast. Lamb of God, what do you think?
So you've got Fuck Checkmate, Ignore Checkmate. You got Memento Mori.
Which is okay.
I think instrumentally is best song of the 3. Then you've got...
No, I like this other one. This new one.
Instrumental.
Okay.
I said Randy's vocals on Memento Mori was good, but instrumentally, fucking Willie, fucking Mark, fucking new guy. I can't remember his name.
He came from Winds of Plague.
Winds of Plague, another great band. But anyways, fucking this I can't remember the name of it, but it's Randy is fucking destroying those fucking vocals.
It's almost as the palaces burnish.
It's so fucking good. Instrumentally, it's kind of mainstream. I mean, they've got your.
I still think it's pretty heavy, man.
Oh no, it's heavy, but they get you with the same fucking intro, hook, and chorus. It's a repeat all the way through. Still heavy as fuck.
Kind of like the Cold Chamber method.
New Lemon the album got postponed. If you didn't know, till July. It's supposed to come out this week.
Same thing with Hatebreed's album, but who cares? When the Blade Drop was terrible in my opinion, and their albums indefinite. Well, Kingdom of Sorrow was way better. Sorry,
I mean, Jamie Josta is going to be featured on this, which leads us into another.
The next band.
Yeah.
We were going to talk about Benighted.
Well, I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of Chuck Billy is going to be vocals, and we were going to go into a Testament segment.
Well, that's kind of right after Benighted, I think, but. No,
we'll go into Testament.
We're kind of speed running this anyway because we're getting short on time here for you, and we're tired of boring the fuck out of you. And we've got beer to drink and videos to edit and dicks to suck and whatever.
Benighted. My own dick. What are you talking about?
I'm working on it. He still has to help me, but teamwork, gangs. But Benighted is really good. If you're a fan of Benighted. Check it out. Even the track with Jamie Jost on it is not bad. But don't let that distract you from the rest of the album. The rest of the album is benighted to the core, and it's probably one of their best work that they've ever done. Throw It On dropped an album of covers.
Oh, fuck yeah, that EP is so good.
Dude, it is... If Pantera ever reformed, they need to get the dude from Throw It On to do vocals, because he nailed that cover. I mean, he was I'm Broken.
It's the first time anyone's fucking covered a song other than, your typical fucking
Cemetery Gates or
what. It's Becoming.
Yeah, Becoming.
I'm sorry I had to look at that, but I'm actually following a fucking list this time. So
it's his first time ever. Our little boy is growing.
It's a whole page. I wrote it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. Actually, yeah.
But things are kind of smoothly flowing along. Like an astro glide into the anus. It just slides in.
I am literally marked out of things to talk about now. So now I'm gonna be your typical dickhead.
But the Benighted is great. The Pantera cover is awesome. The Propaganda cover, the Sepultura Propaganda cover, mwah, beautiful. They've got a couple other covers on there. It's just a cover EP, but I think it's really, really good, and it's Throwdown doing Throwdown things. I've always been a fan of them since Haymaker, so yeah, I don't care about the straight edge stuff. They'd probably be like, "Oh, why are these guys talking about us drinking beer?" Well, because our opinion sucks.
It's good to hear fucking hardcore making a comeback. A good hardcore band.
Yeah. Next we have Aborted. They dropped an EP.
Yeah, fucking yes.
Aborted sounds like Aborted. This one's actually a little more listenable. It's not a little erratic and all over the place. Sounds a little more like the older style that you're used to. But I like it.
It's only a 3-track EP.
Yeah.
So,
but it's good. It's good.
I mean, you could take 10 minutes out of your life to listen to it.
Yeah, and then form your own opinion. Testament. They dropped a new album.
Fuck yeah.
Now, I've only listened to it vaguely once or twice in the car, so I haven't really been able to form a good opinion about it. But I have seen Testament live. I love Gene Hoglan, an amazing drummer.
Seen him live himself.
Chuck Billy's a god, and I hope all of them recover from COVID-19 very quickly. You like Testament? It's a great album. Black Dahlia Murder.
But we're not even going to talk about that.
Nope.
We're going to skip right over that.
Sure are. The Acacia Strain, probably the same thing. They dropped a new 2-track EP. What was it, C?
Yeah, it was C.
And it's just like a slow beat down.
Definitely not as good as Theory.
It's like a sludgy, slow beat down deal. I did not feel it one bit whatsoever. But all you cats that are into sludge and beat down, check it out. We've already expressed our disdain for Mushroomhead's new song. They got rid of Jeffrey Nothing, and that was kind of like the final straw for me. You know what sucks just as bad as the new Mushroomhead? The new Evanescence. That is a giant steaming pile of poo. All right, 9
you know
years.
What? If I had
no, 9. No, let me finish this. 9 years, and this is what you gave us? We gave you 9 years, and you give us that? Screw you.
If I had to choose between the two of Mushroomhead or fucking the new Evanescence,
I would choose Mushroomhead.
I would choose Evanescence. That fucking Mushroomhead is fucking garbage.
I can tolerate the new Mushroomhead.
Now,
but
hold your goddamn horses for shit, Fucking so with Waylon out, they got a female, which isn't even in the new song.
And
I was
Jeffrey
looking forward
Nothing's
to
out
that.
too.
So
They show her face like twice.
It's so bad.
And not to mention on her Twitter page, she's slamming Jeffrey Nothing and Waylon. Like, fucking seriously? Have some respect, bitch.
Just saying.
Like, have some fucking respect. Seriously.
Been around since the fucking 90s, and then you come in 2020 and think you're fucking...
Yeah, I'm in Mushroom.
Get out of here. But anyways.
Ingested.
Good. That's good.
Ingested was good. Havoc, I liked it. Havoc is your thrash.
Is that the one I heard too much snare in?
No. What was that? Too much. You're thinking of Wasteland.
Yeah.
Havoc is
right.
They're straight thrash. You like Havoc? It's a Havoc song. That's really good. Straight up thrash. Brings you back to the good old days. I Am Destruction.
I don't remember that one.
That was your little more brutal deathcore stuff. I'm not a fan of deathcore, but I like this song. I Am Destruction. Really good.
Don't let his opinion for you.
Why do I have Ingested written twice on here? What the hell's wrong with me?
I don't know.
This is my favorite Jungle Rock song, by the way. Afterbirth came out with a new album too. I'm kind of up in the air by Afterbirth. Yeah, it's brutal death. But I listened to the album. I didn't skip any songs. I think the production could have been a little better. That's just my personal opinion. And if you want really good production, go to Nihilistic Mixes out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Zach Shaw, reasonable prices, fantastic sound. He's sent me a lot of clips of before and afters, and holy hell. When I get something done, I'm definitely going to him for mixing. I mean, again, reasonable prices, and he really pays attention to his work. He really gives a fuck about it. You know, you got tons of great guys out there. You know, him, Scott Creekmore, so on and so forth. But I'm definitely going to Zach Shaw for my first deal. Wasteland, they got a new song called From Womb to Waste. I personally like it.
I was expecting a fucking Dying Fetus cover, and it's
Me
not.
too. Me too.
It's not.
Like I
It's
was
nowhere
saying,
even close.
it's not. It's their own song, totally different song, but it's good. I like it. We have differing opinions on it.
Too much
We need
snare.
yours. We
Too
need
much
yours.
snare.
2 more bands left, and then we're done. The video's gone on 40 minutes, so Reviled, motherfucking Reviled.
Okay, that shit was good.
Unmatched Brutality picked these motherfuckers out of Dallas Fort Worth up, and I'm telling you right now, Dallas, what the fuck is in your water?
Hell, Texas in general. Fucking everything that comes out of
I mean,
Texas is good.
Everything out of there is just legendary, and Reviled is keeping that going. One of the guitar players, Austin Douglas, is a very, very, very good friend of mine. I've been friends with him for an insanely long amount of time. I've recorded at his house. I've hung out with him, booked him on shows. He spent the night at my house. Very solid, cool-ass dude.
If you're
And
watching
amazing
this,
guitar player.
and if you're watching
Oh,
this,
Austin's definitely gonna watch this.
I don't know you too well, but I've heard stories, and I heard you're a really cool dude, but I heard you're really quiet. So if I ever meet you, I wanted you to talk a little bit. We're gonna have to talk.
If
So,
you ever
know,
meet
I
Austin,
have much love for your fucking band.
if you ever meet Austin in person and he doesn't know you, he's not gonna talk. The first time I met him, he literally went from the minute I met him, pre-show, the whole show, after show, and then until we get to my house, he didn't say a fucking word until we got to my house. Like, it blew my mind when he actually talked. I'm like, oh my god, I thought this dude was mute.
I had a dude like that in fucking when I was in Afghanistan. He worked on our gun, and if you don't know what our gun is, look up Phalanx weapon system. But dude would not talk, and I literally for 30 minutes while he was on the gun, I said, if you don't talk, you can get the fuck out of here. We're best friends.
Yeah.
So.
And don't get Austin's quietness confused with anything. He's a solid dude. Real solid dude. Great guy. An amazing friend. Also in the band, you got Mr. Shackelford on drums. Impressive. And then you got Thick Nick Taylor on vocals, which I had to message him a while ago and say, look, dude, your vocals are just disgusting. Reviled is an amazing, perfect match for Unmatched Brutality Records. Their video is out right now on YouTube. Go watch it. They have a full length coming out very soon. It's supposed to be coming out before their tour on July. Hopefully their tour comes out. Actually, I believe the albums come out in June. And they're going to be out on tour in July with Gorgasm. That's if this shit blows over and we can have Conscience again, which I really hope it does because they have a July 7th date here in Atlanta, and I want to go. And then...
Until next year, folks. It's been put out. Not until next year.
But last band, and we didn't really save the best for last. We just saved one for the last. And I'm just going to see what he says after I say this. Bleeding Spawn. Okay. Well, they're on CDN Records, and I just got to say to Bleeding Spawn, we get it. It's a drum machine.
Oh, that band. That shit. So if you've
And that's no hate, by the way. No hate, by the way.
If you've listened to Infant Annihilators like Cunt Crusher or whatever, that dude's legit. That is not a machine. They have used a fucking machine and they've used
Their most recent stuff is machine.
whatever, but that dude, that shit is for real. This stuff is faster than a goddamn shooting 1,000 rounds per second.
Yeah, we're talking 500 beats per minute on the legs alone. At least.
Stop. Think about yourself. Rethink your life. Watch Tiger King and dumb yourself down.
Yeah, get some Tiger King in your life, Bleeding Spawn. But hey, no disrespect to Bleeding Spawn at all. We're just having a little fun here with you. I have nothing but love for Bob Shaw and CDN Records. Corpse Fiends Clan, that's what's up. Yeah, I think that's it for this week's episode of Our Opinion Sucks. We're going to try to make it to where we don't go a month without time, but there was a lot of litigating circumstances why we didn't come back this past month. The fact that the last show we recorded absolutely sucked and we just didn't want to put it out was just one of the reasons. There was a lot of fucking reasons, and y'all don't need to know about none of that shit, but all those reasons are simple. We got everything figured out. We're good to go. So, thank you for watching. Please share. Please comment. Hit up our Instagram. We don't have dope, but it's online. So Instagram, check out one of our Facebooks. Like, share the video. Let's get some more subscriptions on here. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for watching it. Hail the gods. Be safe. Take care. Love one another.
Don't suck dick.